beautiful salvia right here. This is guara, kind of a dancing pink, almost orchid-like dainty thing. Also comes in a couple other colors. It's spread throughout the garden. We'll see that later. We have some geranium here, tiny monster. Jack Frost right here, a really great annual, fills in. This is stunning. It's called Asclepias, beautiful for butterflies and other lots of winged animals that come in our gardens. The pink and the orange will stay that way. Nice blend to mix in all the colors we have here with the calamaris and the coreopsis in the background there. These are called bidens. Just a beautiful white little daisy, almost an anemone type species. More of the spires. Here's some of the guara in a white. So it's white with a bit of a pink undertone. Again, they're very nice, almost like you can't see them, but when you mix them, it's just nice to bring the eye in to see different textures and colors. In the back there's some other spires that are bright pinky orange, almost like a warning sign of something. It's another salvia, again annual, so it's just fun to put these colors in that you wouldn't normally see in the garden with other perennials. And the liatris, of course, right next to it is also pretty majestic with the spire. We have the Russian sage that's come into its own. The bees are really loving that today. Good to see them here. And so here's a nice combination when you think of putting things together. You've got the spires of the purple, the white bidens, the white Jack Frost, lots of solid, and then the lightness or frilliness of the Jack Frost. It's a great texture combination all through here as well. With the purple Skywalker salvia. Again, lobelia. Here's a great annual to tuck in with great color. Has kind of a little two-tone skirt on it, purple and white. Great color for the summer. Again, with the yellow contrast. It's really strong there. Here's something really cool. He was here this morning. I want to show you guys this. How about that, big boy? He was helping me out with some big decisions. Okay, then we have some red again. And this is that Asclepias with the orange and red little flower on top. All the way down at the end, we have a stilby. You are tucked in the back. I like to follow these patterns and waves of color. I want to show you where it really stands out. All the way down here. These liatris are about ready to pop. Those will be spires of just flaming pink. Right there in front of the Russian sage. Here's a different color of the allium. Up top it was more of a pinkish rose. These are definitely more lilac. You can see a few special dahlias in the back. The yellow. Those were some pretties that we tucked in and around. These are zinnias. This is another fun annual you can find or grow by seed yourself even. And there's short ones and the big tall garden variety, farmhouse kind. These just look nice massed. Again, it's a real pretty soft butter color. Not like the coreopsis, but it blends well. This is limonium, another wonderful plant we've been using. Has a status-like look to it. Very airy. It's kind of cool with these allium purplies next to it. And then Rebecca with the red, why not? That's a solid, strong color right there. Looks really nice. And this is what I wanted to get to. I think it's at the corner, but it's so cool because it's in its just perfect phase right here. Look at the pink, beautiful velvet texture. and then with the white and behind it from both of these bigger bushes and plantings with the sage in the back. Okay, on this side of the garden we have a lot going on. These were the blue salvia as well, kind of had their day, but it has a green calyx that you'll see with just the little tuft of the color that was here. Really great interest in the garden. Again, picking up the annuals that have been here, kind of a nice contrast to the white. We have these alliums with the pink head, beautiful, to go against some other salvia that we just poked in this morning for another wow factor of good color, as well as some white in the back. You can see they're just gonna start reaching for the sun. They've been in a staging area for a bit with the white cone flowers. Nice play off when you play colors together. You've got the white hydrangea as well as the nepeta. Lots of bees back there too, always a good sign. Coming this way we have the Bidens. Again, you can see this beautiful little white clumping mounding bit of color. We just tuck those in around. They're very low to the ground as you can see, but they still have a presence because the flower is big enough to show through the green. Again, the guara kind of dancing over the tops of the allium. It's one of my favorite looks. Then you have this great coreopsis, really strong yellow, kind of brings a good contrast of color. We have a lot of green in our garden, any garden, but when you start mixing pops of color, it really brings their individuality out to the front. This chocolate is just gorgeous. Little green grasshopper there. Really looks pretty with the undertone side of it. It's just kind of on a floppy side at the moment. It'll pop back up. Hit a lot of water on it this morning, but beautiful green underneath with the red stem and the red seed heads. Little lobelia came in. We're gonna do a little bit more, but this clumping, again, you can see how nice that purple edge looks next to a salvia.
Well, we're in the garden today. As you can see, it's a garden. And we're doing some enhancement for a boat tour. The boat tour is tomorrow with the Lake Geneva Garden Club. So it's kind of like a photo shoot. The garden looks beautiful, but we're adding some vertical elements to it. We have Liatris spicata over here. So I brought 3 more Liatris spicata, and we're going to put them here, here, and here. So we're going to carry the Liatris across and give it a vertical look against the wall. So when you have special events like this, the perennial garden, which really looked very healthy, the special event calls for some add-on, some enhancement, kind of like a wedding. You know, everybody's who they are in normal life, but at the wedding, everybody has a little bit of extra emotional beauty they add to themselves and charm. So that's what we're doing here. We're adding a little charm and emotional beauty to a very, very, pretty nice looking garden. And we already went through the annual discussion with you with Heide and the enhancement she did. So that's how we're preparing for this event. I thought I'd show you a few perennial combinations we have here with overlapping characteristics. This is Monarda bradburyana. Now, Monarda bradburyana grows in kind of average to dry soil. It's native to Missouri, I think the Ozarks, southern central Illinois, and I think that's its area, maybe into Indiana. But look how well it's done with heavier irrigation. It's kept it foliage, it doesn't get powdery mildew. The seed heads are beautiful. Can you see it? Don't deadhead. You don't even let anyone think about deadheading and walk by this, okay? And what we blended in it, look at it, Still Be Vision in red. So to keep the Still Be Vision in red, we need to have a higher moisture level, more consistent moisture. So look how well the Monarda did with that consistent moisture. It's doing very well. This is the 4th year now. And then we blended the Still Be Vision in red through the Monarda and carried into Stakey's hybrid Summer Crush by Brett Horvath of Intrinsic. And then we have the Still Be, which is lower, flowering right through the lighter pink Summer Crush. So it's a nice combination, and the Summer Crush does well in moisture too. So it's nice to have that Monarda that has that forgiving nature to say, okay, I can take a little bit more moisture, and then have the Still Be go from one group, the Monarda, and blend it into the other group of the Stakeys. And then we just finish it off with the Still Be as it goes into the Persicaria and Plexicalis. So it's a nice group. I thought I'd show you some height combinations we have in the corner here. We have Agastache alba, has a nice white flower. Gets about, we pruned it actually. We pruned it to keep it a little shorter. And it probably would be another 8 to 10 inches taller. And right behind it, we have Pycnanthemum incanum. You see the white foliage, kind of tinted white. That's not a disease. That's the foliage, and the flower is white. It's a very attractive plant. It's Pycnanthemum incanum. And the height in here, this is Sanguisorba officinalis. It's a selection I made I call upright. Any selections I made, I just name them after the characteristic of the selection. Like we have an Echinacea shorty. So I'm not really good at making up market names. I leave that to proven winners. That's their deal. And then behind that we have Eupatorium. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Eupatorium. And it's an alba. So it's a white Jopai weed. So we have a lot of white. Then this will be fronted by red, soft red pink with a vertical look. And then we have there's an Agastache that we didn't prune in the back of the Pycnanthemum. You see it's a little higher. So it was stage pruning that Heidi and I did almost a month ago, I think. Yeah, about a month ago. And we pruned the aster too. That's Lady in Black. That we pruned a little bit to keep that shorter. So that's a nice grouping right here. It fits well into the corner with the lilac in here. So it works well. Another nice combination is this is Limonium latifolium. A beautiful cloud of blue. It grows an average to slightly dry soil, or average to dry soil actually. And we have Rudbeckia. This is Rudbeckia fulgida ambrosia from Missouri. And then we have Allium Summer Beauty. It's some Calameris Blue Star behind it. But it's a nice combination. Is the allium, limonium, cloud-like little balls of the allium, shades of lavender and light purple, and get into the intensity of the Rudbeckia. So we have the light purple, boom, there's Rudbeckia beginning, Rudbeckia, and then we carried some Rudbeckia in the back with some annual salvia. I can't think of the name of it right now. It was recommended to me by Austin Eyeshide. He uses it a lot in containers in some of the gardens at Millennium Park. But I like the orange red of it, so we drifted a group of that, another hot colored, and picked up the soft purple. And then we carried the soft purple over here of Allium Summer Beauty and blended into the white cone flowers and shrubs.